Hey guys, my name is Jimmy Matias here once again with Zig Grills. Today we're gonna be smoking this amazing barbecue baby back ribs. We're gonna be pairing them with an amazing coleslaw that we're gonna be making here together. So let's get ready for it. So for the first step, what we wanna do, we're gonna be smoking these in the Zig Grills first for about an hour. It depends on the size. After that, we're gonna cover them in a container with a little bit of barbecue sauce. It's gonna be about 2 more hours, and then we're gonna finish them up, brushing them with the barbecue sauce. So what we wanna do first is start with a little bit of oil, canola oil, whatever you have. And we're gonna drizzle it all over the ribs. Turn them around. We're gonna start by seasoning them a little bit, and the oil is gonna protect them from dehydrating a little bit. And it's also gonna allow us to get all the spices and then the seasoning good in there. Next step is gonna be the salt. So we're gonna season generously with salt and pepper. On both sides. The cooking time is always gonna depend on how big and how thick our ribs are. These are not gonna take too long. But it's important to, to plan ahead and to know how long it's gonna take so that we can get them started, because we wanna make sure they're tender. Excellent. Last, brush them with a little bit of barbecue sauce so that it starts absorbing those flavors in there. It doesn't have to be too much at the beginning. We just want to set those flavors and give the ribs aromas and some juiciness that is going to translate into the final product, so that the barbecue sauce is not only on the outside, but it's also on the inside. And we're almost ready to go. So now we're gonna take our ribs and we're gonna throw it in the barbecue. We're gonna smoke it for about an hour, and then we're gonna get cooking them. Awesome guys, so now we've had our Zig Grills on smoke mode for about 10 minutes. It's preheating up. Now we're gonna turn it up to 225. We don't want it too hot because our ribs are gonna be there for about 3 hours. So just nice and slow, let the ribs cook, let the ribs absorb that smoke. So now we're gonna go ahead and put them in there. We want it bone side down. That's gonna prevent the ribs from getting too dry. And also the bones are the ones that are gonna take longer cooking. So by putting it upside down, they're gonna have the highest heat. We wanna have it for about 3 hours there. These are not too thick, so we're gonna do about an hour and a half, check and see how they're doing. We don't want them to get too dry. And let's get on doing our coleslaw, our pairing side for our ribs. Awesome guys, so while our ribs are cooking in the grill, we're gonna start with the coleslaw. What we do is we wanna cut it right down the middle. Careful with your fingers. We're gonna be cutting our cabbage. We're gonna salt it a little bit, then we're gonna drain the water. You can also use red cabbage for color. Today we have radicchio. It's a little of a bitter vegetable, but it adds a good complexity to the dish. We also have some parsley, some green onions that we're gonna chop up. These are gonna garnish the ribs when we're done. Some lemon juice that we juiced already over here, and some mayonnaise, salt, pepper, and oil. So once we have it cut in half, we wanna cut it again in quarters. We're gonna remove this part here. We're gonna cut diagonally. If you don't feel comfortable cutting the whole cabbage, what we can do is separate the leaves. So So we're gonna go like this and like this. This way, it's smaller pieces for you to cut. So you're gonna start with this one. You wanna press down and in rocking motions, start cutting very, very thin. Cut some more. This is a really traditional, but it's also a really good, refreshing side for the ribs. They're gonna be super flavorful, super smoky, super delicious, but at the same time, it's really strong flavors that can clog our palate. So this is a good crunchy, herby, refreshing side to go with them. The radicchio is the same thing. We're gonna use the same technique. For the next step, we're gonna add some salt. What this is gonna do is gonna season our vegetables, but it's also gonna extract some water out of them. That way, when we add the mayonnaise, when we add all the other herbs and seasoning, it's gonna stay good in there. And because the salt is already added, there's not gonna be much liquid that is gonna drain out, and it's gonna be super creamy and it's gonna be super tasty and seasoned properly. So you're gonna add a generous amount of salt and mix them around a little bit, and we're gonna let it sit for about 10 minutes. You can see even while you're mixing, it's already draining out some water, and that is exactly what we want. It's a little bit more salt than we would normally use, but since it's gonna have all the water sitting in the bottom, we're gonna be cutting some herbs that we're gonna add to it. In this case, we have some parsley. We wanna make sure that all the leaves are nice and green, bright green. All the yellow ones, or these colored ones, we can get rid of them. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna chop these. Not too tiny, not too small. We don't want to bruise the herbs too much. So in rocking motions, we're gonna cut them just roughly chopped. We're also gonna be cutting some green onions. We're gonna cut them super nice, super thin, and that's gonna be the garnish for our ribs. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have some ice water ready. Okay guys, so now it's been about an hour and a half, 2 hours. These ribs are not too thick, so they're already looking amazing. Look at that color. The amount of fat that we have in these, it's what's keeping them moist right now. It's what's keeping them juicy. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna transfer it into here because they're still tough. You know, they have all that smokiness in there, but the meat's still tough, so we gotta tenderize it. The way that we're gonna tenderize it is by putting it in here with some juices. That way it cooks, it gets tender, but it doesn't lose any of those juices, and it absorbs some of the liquids that we're gonna put in here. So because it doesn't fit here, we're just gonna go ahead and cut it in half, about here. And we're ready to go. We're gonna transfer it into the aluminum foil. I like to use these because it keeps the juices better. And they're already a little bit tender, but we wanna keep that cooking process. Now we're gonna pour some apple juice in there. And I have a little mix of water with barbecue sauce. So all the flavor in there is just getting better and better. As you can see, we're building layers of flavor. We're building layers of flavor by adding the barbecue at the beginning, then the barbecue here with some of the apple juice. And then once we're done with this process, we're gonna jump onto the color and the final grilling process for these. It's really not complicated, but it's definitely good to plan ahead and have some time to make sure that they're tender, that they're juicy, that they've been cooked proper, and we're gonna have about the best product we can get, especially with these kind of grills. The Zigril's is just amazing for that. You don't have to worry too much about the temperature. The temperature is regulated. And we're ready to go. So now we're gonna put these guys over here. Same temperature, 225, for about an hour. We're gonna be checking on them. And once they're ready, we'll take them out, turn up the heat a little bit, and then we're gonna finish the process. We're gonna be drizzling with some barbecue sauce and everything else, but we'll get to it. Amazing. Now we are gonna check our ribs. It's been about an hour now. These are not taking too long because they're very thin. We're gonna put these over here. Let's check how these guys are doing. They smell amazing. And they're already falling off the bone. You can see that the bone is kind of popping out a little bit. So now it's time to finish the cooking process. Very carefully, we're gonna place them down. This time, since they're already cooked, we're gonna place them down in the grill, right at the bottom, where is the hottest part. Look how that sounds. These are so ready to go. We're gonna give them some good color, and to plate, we're gonna brush them with good barbecue sauce, plating with our coleslaw that we have ready, and we're ready to eat. I'm gonna turn the oven up to 325. I was gonna give it a good toasted color, that smokiness, that crispiness, and then in the center, nice and tender. It's gonna be just amazing. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes. The grill is pretty hot, 325 Fahrenheit. We're gonna check our ribs. They look pretty done. They look amazing. So very carefully, because they're so tender, it's what we wanted. We're gonna slide them onto the cutting board, and let's look at them. Oh, look at that color. They're so tender. You can see the bones coming out. And they're almost sticking to the grill because of that barbecue sauce that we cooked them on. You can see the bones. It's gonna be so easy to take out. It's so good. The color is looking great. All right, guys, now we took our ribs out of the grill. We brushed them with a lot of barbecue sauce of your choice. And the next step is gonna be plating. So we have our barbecue ribs, we have our coleslaw, and the green onions that we previously soaked in a little bit of water with ice to keep them live and to stay nice and plump. So now we're gonna plate. I'm just gonna make a small plate. But this is already falling apart. I don't think I even need the knife. We're gonna start with a little bit of the coleslaw that, as you can see, it still looks creamy. There's no residue in the bottom. Everything is mixed with the vegetables, and we're gonna make a base with it. So we're gonna go with a generous amount of it in the center of a plate. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. And a few of our ribs to give it some height. And to finish it up, some of our green onions to give it some crunch, to give it some color and a little bit of freshness. So that is ready to enjoy, guys. Can't wait to try this. So let's go for it. Now, actually, the fun part of all this, and it's eating it. So, these ribs are super tender, guys, but this is just so good. Let's give this a try all together. Alright guys, so that was our barbecue smoked baby back ribs here with Zig Grills. If you like this recipe, follow us on YouTube, visit our website for more recipes. I'm gonna stay with my ribs, but you go check out all the resources we have and impress your friend with recipes like this. Stay tuned.